Alright, what is up guys, this is Mr. Madness, and today I'm going to be showing you how to ride a dirt bike in about under 5 minutes. So, let's go.
Ha baby, sen I need lately Shku ndy muj s'pam, edhe dhe I treti Senet po ndrojnë të më nuk kanë njeti Kaj është jam, jam a jo bash I kejti Leti shoqet se këtën s'jap leti s'shpejti Haron se boj frerë për veti Mas leti ish kon mi dhonë fun ma Para se me pas diqka ma shumë na Pa pot kujtona të kom shkak të dhejnë jeton Ish po sigurona që jemi Kjale për lagona Rrugve me shumë Koma shumë ftas
First thing, we need to know how to ride a dirt bike. So the first thing you need to know is how to stall a bike. Because in order to learn how to not stall a bike when you ride in real life, you need to know what stalling is. Stalling is basically the engine when the engine doesn't have enough RPM or rotations per minute to sustain the engine's power source. So essentially, if the RPM is too low, the bike is going to stall. So in order to keep that stop from stalling, all you need to do is hold the clutch and it'll go neutral and it'll go at its base RPM or idle. Now, to stall your bike on purpose, this is going to teach you what not to do in real life. So it's kind of like reverse learning. So if I go start my bike and I want to stall it on purpose, if I'm not holding the clutch and I'm in first gear, like right now it's in neutral, if I put it in first gear without holding the clutch, I'm going to hold it, it's just going to drop the RPM because it's going up a gear, so it drops the RPM, and it'll stall because the RPM is lower than idle. So that's going to stall the bike. Another way to stall is if you are in first gear, we're in first gear now, and you try and start the bike moving forward, but you don't give it enough gas. You give it some gas, but not enough gas, your bike will either kind of bump and buckle because it's not in gear properly, or you're just going to stall slowly. So I'm giving it a little bit of gas, but it's just going and it goes forward, but it stalls. Now, in order to counteract this, in any situation, all you have to do is hold your clutch. Your clutch will automatically bring your engine into neutral without you necessarily having to be in neutral gear. It's like a secondary neutral. So what this means is if you're in a gear and you don't want to risk stalling, all you have to do is hold your clutch and then figure out what gear you have to be in after that. So if you're coming to a red light and you're in third gear and you don't want to like stall, just hold your clutch and stop, and then while you're stopped at the red light you can go through your gears and find out what like first gear or second gear is and which gear you have to be in for what you're planning to do after. So now I'm going to just demonstrate how to what not to do and what happens when you stall at a red light. So first you got to start going, and let's say I don't hold the clutch. This clutch I'm not going to hold, and I just decide to stop, and it stopped. It stalled. So in order to not do that, what you do is you go in first gear, you ride around a bit, and then when you get to a red light, hold the clutch and then stop, and your bike isn't idle. And then after that, you can find neutral, and then let go of the thing, and then you're chill and you're good to go. Now, this also works if you're in fourth gear or fifth gear or whatever, how many gears you have. So you want to ride around. I'm in third gear right now, and I hold the clutch and I stop. I'm in third gear right now, but it's disengaged because I'm holding the clutch. And then after that, I can find out what first gear is, put it in neutral, and I'm good to go. So this works for every motorcycle and every bike that has an engine and a clutch, even some semi-automatic clutches. That's all you basically need to do to learn how to ride a dirt bike. Just know how to control the clutch and know how not to stall. And by showing you how to stall on purpose and what stalling is, I feel that this is one of the best ways, if not the best way, to learn how to ride a dirt bike or street motorcycle or an ATV with a clutch if you want. And yeah, this is Mr. Madness. This is how the best way I've thought to learn a dirt bike, because so many people teach you what not to do, but they never teach you why and what happens when you do it. But I feel by teaching you what happens, when you stall and how to stall on purpose, that is going to teach you better what not to do in the real world. Anyway, this is Mr. Madness, and peace out.